In this video I will talk about the efficient, the productive and the fulfilling organization and why you need to move into that type of organization. Hi there, Mats Svenström here, Shaper of Business Excellence. Welcome back to the series where I go through a lot of these components, or actually all of these components that I have in the Business Excellence Components Relationship Chart, the long name for this poster, showing all the components that you need to understand and need to work with within your organization in order to be successful. And it also shows the relationship between them. So they're not just laying there by themselves, so they're actually connected to each other. Anyway, I've been in a little mini-series within this series talked about the clarity matrix, and this is the fourth and final video in this little mini-series. And here I talk about why we need to care about all these different components that I showed you in the poster, and that you can also see in the poster if you select to download it. Just click the link below in that case. So we have then the clarity matrix, and we have two axes. We have clear, unclear, we have articulated and unarticulated. So we have four fields here, and I go through each and every one of these four fields. The first field we talked about was unclear and unarticulated, and what was that? That was the manipulative situation, relationship, organization, where people are playing each other due to their own agendas. They want to achieve something mostly, but most of the people, if we take the Pareto rule, 80-20 rule, I would say that 80% of the people down here, they don't want to play anyone. They just want to do a good job. They want to deliver a good value for their customers. So they feel threatened down here, and they feel that this is not a fun place to work at. They just maybe cope for the day, but they don't like it. It's not a fun place to be at. Then we have things that are clear, but it's unarticulated. And then we have the manageable situation, where you can understand the rules because you crossed the line, someone told you that now you made an error, and you will not do that error twice because you got a reprimand for doing it. So it's clear that you've broken the rule or crossed the line. So here we can manage, but it's not fun. We don't really want to work here either. We just cope. Okay. And then in the last video I talked about things that are articulated but it's unclear, and we then end up in the insecure situation, insecure environment, insecure relationship, organization. And that is when people hear you speak but they don't really know what you're saying, and they don't dare to ask for clarification, so they feel an insecurity. What should I do? I don't really know. So the best thing is to do nothing. I don't want to take a chance and to do something because it could be wrong. I'm not really sure. But for this video then, we will focus on the next one, and that's the last field in this four-fielder. And here we have then a situation where things are clear and it's articulated. So here we know what things we should do. We know it's written. We have meeting minutes that told us what we agreed on the last meeting. We have an agenda for the meeting, so we know what we're supposed to talk about. Everyone comes to the meeting and they're prepared. The right people are in the meeting. There's no people just sitting through a meeting. Everyone who's in a meeting has a purpose to be in a meeting, and they're prepared according to the agenda. And when we're done, we have these meeting minutes that state what we've done. That's just an example of clarity and articulated environment situation that we have. We can also have, which will come in all these components that I talk about, we have clear and well-designed processes that tells us what we're supposed to do. We have routine descriptions telling us what to do in a certain activity. We have checklists. We have rules and regulations that support our work. We have an environment up here where we can raise our hand and say, hey, sorry, I didn't really catch what you said there. Can you take it again? Oh, sure, yeah. And then I take it again. No offenses, no nothing of that kind, because here we are in an efficient, productive and fulfilling situation, environment, relationship, organization, because here we're focusing together on solving whatever it is that we do, satisfy the customer with whatever it is that we sell to them or whatever value we give to them. So here we work together. People don't play each other here, because you don't play a good family, you don't play your family member in a good family. And here it is a good family within the organization. So you don't play each other. You're open, you're transparent, you talk to each other. Everyone knows what's being done and what they're doing. So if down here I talked about the sales rep being out in the field doing sales work and not reporting back, because they don't really want to commit, they don't want to feel any traces, because they're afraid if they down here they feel that if I report things about this client, maybe Johnny is going to take over. Wait a minute, he's going to steal my customer, and then if he's going to steal that sale, and if he does, he get the raise and not me, he get a promotion, not me, he get the money, I'm not getting the money. That's not the environment we want to live in, but we do in many places. But up here, to move it, we don't really care, because we file the report when we've done things, because we understand what happens if I'm sick. Johnny can actually go in and help me with that customer, not stealing it. He's helping me doing it. We are working together, and he didn't get the bonus just because he helped me and he's much richer than me because he's stealing customers from other reps. No, we're working together. What we do together is something that we share, and that comes to everyone. The bonuses, for example, are split in a totally new way within an organization that is up here than down here. Down here is everyone for themselves. Up here we have a team, we have a task to solve, and situation that we need to solve, that we need to do. We're focused. And it's up here that we have all these components that I've been talking about and will continue to talk about in place. So all the people, I selected the same girl for all the images here. Down here we have they're defensive, they don't want to take part of this play that goes around. But while others are, wait a minute, I can do this and this, and then I get promoted, or then I get my extra bonus, or then I will be looking better in the eyes of the manager. I do this. Down here we don't have a healthy organization. We don't have a healthy relationship. Over here, when it's clear but unarticulated, it's more like, yeah, whatever. I can manage. I understand. Yeah, whatever. If you say so. Up here we have this insecurity. I don't know what's going on, so I do as little as possible just to get by. No, nothing else, because I don't really know in what direction I should move, because everything is unclear. But up here, as you see, happy faces are all over on our staff, because up here we enjoy being a part of this movement. We're moving in a direction. It's clear what we're moving towards. So up here you have control of all these components that I'm talking about within this series on these business excellence components, and you understand the relationship between them, and you have worked with them, and you have successfully implemented it in the organization, then you have your vision. You have your business idea, you have your vision, you have your strategy goals, you have your measurement, you have your strategy, you have your business plan, you have your processes in place. When you talk to IT, you talk to them with use cases so everyone is clear and it's articulated what you mean and what you want out of this system that you want to implement. You have control of whatever competence you have in the organization, so people are getting trained on what they need to get trained on. All these components, some I've covered already and some I will cover, but you have control of them. And that's why it's so important for you to move up here, because here you have efficiency, productivity, fulfillment, fun, satisfaction from the customers. All the positive words are here. All the negatives, scary environment words is down here. And I want you to, through understanding these, move up here to the much better environment, much better situation, much better organization and relationship by understanding all this. So that's my purpose with this series, to get you to understand that you need to move here, and that it exists a better world out there than if you're used to be down here in the red zone. Move to the green zone. Okay, I'd like to hear from you. What do you think about this matrix that I showed you and these different zones? Do you have experiences from these different zones, and how do you like to move ahead so you move up to the more productive state? I will then continue to talk about these different components, and then you understand why it's so important to learn and understand about them, because you will move your organization and yourself from the red zone to the green zone. And also, if you then like to have this poster, if you already haven't downloaded it, please click the link below and you will get to a page where you can for free download these posters. You can follow along, and you can then understand even further, because you can see in detail what it says. And you can see all the relationship, because it's hard to understand how everything is connected just by looking at like this and like looking at a video at a time, because at the poster you can see, you can follow the lines and you can understand the relationship. So with that said, looking forward to meet you in the next video, and let's go and shape our business for excellence.